Yo! Right, so today I'm complaining, and I'm complaining as 4th Armoured. Absolutely trash division. The more I play it, the more convinced I am of how bad it is. Literal Z tier division. Not the Russian thing. And we're against 2nd UK, which is an S tier division. Hooray. So, what do we do? I mean, in the open, in the late game, we should have a pretty good chance, but he's got airborne forward deployment and we don't, so I think he's going to rush me. He'd be a bit silly not to.
Radio check. Red 16,
And I'm not sure what I can do about it, given that I don't get any forward deployed ATGMs, I don't get any airborne forward deployment. Just a bad div, really. All the other divs get the nice toys, and we're stuck with this. So,
waiting for instructions.
what do we do?
Is there, taxi?
We need to hold on to Foxtrot and Papa, of course.
My pleasure, sir. Bring us there, taxi.
So this can be a nice way to just sort of hold a bit of ground.
Ready, sir.
What do we do? I mean, so he should open helicopter, he'd be stupid not to, and then I need to open jet to deal with the helicopter, but this isn't good against helicopters, and then the SAS kills me, so I think I just have to kind of accept that he's going to get into Foxtrot at the start.
Ready to pound them, sir.
We are on the bad side. It's the bad side because this is a lot easier to attack than this. This is a lot easier to attack than this. Apart from at the start, you can rush Echo well if you've got airborne forward deployment, which we don't have. So we could put Striker here. That would be cool. We need to get somebody here, really. And yeah, it's just going to be full-on defense for like the first 30 minutes. He does get wheeled CVs, and we don't, so it's going to be tough. I need to put rifles in here and just send them all the way around.
Engine is running. We're waiting. I have a bad feeling.
And yeah, so we'll get a couple. And he gets like challenges as well. Where are my challenges? So we'll get a Chieftain Mark 11. So what's the point, really? I need, like, strikers, which I believe he also gets, but people tend not to bring them. This is not in a wheeled transport. So it's not going to get there particularly quickly. It's not going to be easy. So basically, I needed like a couple close range tanks there would be nice. I mean, if he helo rushes me, what do we do? Right, I need a tracked rapier, I guess, but I also need like a bunch of javelins.
War daddy to red leader. I'm listening. We'll deploy at this position. Ready to engage. Somebody call for a cab. Bring us there, taxi.
Yeah, we could get a tracked rapier, but now, look, I don't have any points for any actual units, so we need some infantry. A couple of these wouldn't go remiss, just to get in there, because he will get there, and then it's just a case of trying to push him out. Buy another Fox, that's always useful for the start.
Ready,
and then we want a striker here, which I haven't done yet. Oh, I love playing against this guy. He's into this absolute wank. And he says, no, it is on your side, Hippie. That's my best attempt at a German accent. Not getting any better out of me. And then, I think he's German anyway.
yes, sir.
Anyway, we'll get a supply, so it can immediately run out. And...
Yes,
whoa, what a terrible deployment. It's just not a good team. What's this doing here? Oh yeah, I want it here so it can shoot people coming down here when he tries to do that. But now we don't really have much in the way of AA. 2 javelins, okay. Oh dear.
My pleasure, sir.
What could we get instead? I mean, we could... We've got a rifles. Why is that doing that? Because it sort of has to, because he might sneak somebody around there, so... Nah, we could just cover that later, I believe. So let's kill off the rifles, and then that'll give us 70 points, and then we can get a third javelin. Wow. Let's just deal with it, shall we? Whoa. Why do I do this to myself? So anyway, I'd like to take the time to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joining the channel. Arexx is one of them, so I try not to hate on him too bad for having absolutely dog shit internet. But what can I say? You know, apparently it's my fault. We're not going to say anything. Calm person now. So I got to put up with this for 40 minutes, or I could just quit, I guess. But no, I've got a 900 megabit per second synchronous line, so that's 900 megabits a second down and 900 megabits a second up, which means I literally download things at 125 megabytes per second, and I upload things at 125 megabytes per second, so it's definitely not me.
Yes, Captain. Enemy spotted.
Thumbs up.
I've got him. Looking for enemy planes. Someone get out, now. Closing on them. I've got it. Radio check. Red 1-6, over. Waiting for instructions. Fire on my command.
Are you going to shoot him, or are you just going to target switch?
I've got it. Get out, now. Out on ammo.
His fox beat my fox, even though mine was stationary and his was moving. It's because I'm a bad player. Anyway, he's got an air mobile guy over there.
Need some extra eyes, sir.
Oh, they're all dead. You can't really react when he's lagging balls like that, but apparently it's my fault.
Hit. Assault formation on me.
He's still just driving into me here. I'm not sure what's wrong with him.
Hit. That's an honor to serve under your command. Bring us there, taxi. Ready to transport. Enemy right up. Get in formation.
So yeah, it's going well for us so far. I mean, he's on a +1, like, but
Ready.
just because he got wheeled CVs.
Everybody out.
Platoon is formed and ready.
We stop here. Adjusting. We'll be faster on road. Enemy at 3 o'clock.
There he is.
I'm here. Keep their heads down.
I hear you. Combat speed. Driver.
Platoon is formed and ready.
HE. 10 degrees up. Fire by order. Ready to engage. Enemy at 3 o'clock. Hi. Second platoon. Ready, sir. We stop here. HE loaded. Ready to fire. Fire and maneuver.
Where could he possibly
Red
have gone?
6 mounted up.
It always comes down. Roger. Redeploying. Out.
We have orders, boys.
Sappers ready.
Enemy at 3. Let's go and watch out for the Reds. Baker 5 ready.
If the enemy's in range, so are we.
War daddy to Red Leader. I'm listening.
Anyway, that went really well for us if you weren't paying attention. I know it's really laggy, but it's always like this when I play against this guy. He's just got a really bad connection.
Platoon is formed and ready.
Whenever I call him out on it, he says it's my fault. Well, I've told you what my internet is. I mean, you might call it a flex or whatever. I suppose it is, because it's literally very, very, very good internet, so...
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle. Well done, chaps.
What are your orders, sir? Adjusting fire. My pleasure, sir. I hear you loud and clear. Is there something you want burned out there? Enemy right up. Get in formation. I'm making an attack run. Go back slowly.
Where's my javelins?
Checklist completed. Ready to go. Halt! It's hot here. Need a raid? Go reverse. Now.
Where's my javelin? So this has just not got into position. That's a big shame, actually. What can you do, eh? So that gets out, which is a big problem. If we're killing them, it's actually huge.
Waiting for drop 200. 6 rounds. Over. Yes, Captain. Watch out for the enemy.
But yeah, we didn't kill his stuff,
Beware.
and
Fire
that is bad.
HE loaded. Roger. Jaguar 5 ready. Combat speed. Driver. If the enemy's in range, so are we.
So yeah, we're going to be buying a lot of AA.
Enemy nearby. Protect the gun. Red 6 mounted up. We'll deploy at this position. Yes, Captain?
Well, it's going to be a long game, but hey, he's strongest at the start, and then it's just Challenger Warrior, Challenger Warrior, Challenger Warrior for the rest of the game. So yeah, he's obviously stronger than me for the rest of the game, but I think he really balls that up. That opener doesn't. It gives me a lot of hope, actually. So we know he'll be in there because they're always in there. And,
if the enemy's in range, so are we. Beware, enemy nearby. If the enemy's in range, so are we. Waiting for orders. HE, 10 degrees up.
So yeah, we'll just keep buying the RT because we're going to need all of it. We're going to spend the entire game RTing him now.
Fall back.
He'll buy his own. He just gets the same RT but better because he also gets M270s. And he might try something over here. That's a very popular one. Just to frustrate me. But yeah, it's very painful gameplay. But I don't want to surrender because I think I can win. I've just got to put up with it, I guess.
Ready to pound them, sir. HE, 10 degrees up. Fire by order. Gun ready, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, we need some recon here.
We'll deploy at this position. Everybody, check
Sending
your
over
ammo.
the hell arms.
Second platoon, weapons free, lads. It's hostile out here. Enemy at 3 o'clock. Hi.
Yeah, we'll start buying these. Supply, because we could afford it. Whoa, his internet is so good. It's definitely my fault, though.
Engine is running. We're waiting.
No, he doesn't know it's me. Otherwise, he'd be pointing this out. That we have this conversation every time we play, and he's convinced that it's not his fault, it's mine. And I'm convinced similarly. So you know, and yeah, he is going to attack over here now. It seems so. Should put something there.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. Hi.
We're just gonna have to keep hitting this until it stops existing because he's just gonna keep putting people there. That's exciting, isn't it?
Out. Waiting for instructions. Reverse, but keep facing the enemy. Stop and have a look around. Surgeon, highway is here.
Yes, I see that.
high. Yes, Captain. All ammo spent. Reverse, but keep facing the affirmative. Baker 5 ready.
I mean, I've got javelins, but
It always comes down
you know, he gets these as well. They're not the best thing ever, to tell you the truth. As you can probably notice.
Halt.
Look, they miss.
Successful hit.
They
Go
both
back
missed.
slowly.
I don't believe. I do believe it. I do believe it's very, very noble behaviour.
I am this affirmative. Well done, guys. Damn, that was close.
Hit.
Reverse, but back up, back up.
Sort of hit.
Well done, guys.
Oh, there we go. We got him.
Anybody need Wilco out?
We missed, but we stunned him, which is
Second platoon,
nice.
let's go.
And yeah, okay, so we did some missing there. It's all good, does happen. So we'll be in here. We need recon, really. I suppose I've been neglecting that. Oh, I could have cancelled one of those to buy some recon, my bad. Anyway, he's just sort of hanging out. Where's he gonna land him? Who knows? We're about to find out. Well, okay, I say about to. Obviously, it's lagging balls, but
That's your orders, Captain. HE loaded, ready to
let's
fire.
just shoot there because we can.
Artillery at your orders. I hear you loud and clear.
I suppose that's my recon, but it's not substantial, is it?
Daddy to red leader. I'm listening. Beware, enemy nearby. HE, bring in the guns there, sir. I am listening, Captain. Waiting for it. Closing on them, sir.
But yeah, if we continue to play this slow, grindy game, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances. So there you go, we had something there. These aren't really what you want to be pushing with, but we've got a lot of fire support here, so we need to try something.
At your orders.
He doesn't get seeds, so we don't have to worry about that. I bought too many of these, really. I was just worried about warriors, right? Because I don't get warriors.
Where do you want it delivered? Ready, sir. Roger. Search. I hear you loud and clear.
Enemy sighted. Get in formation.
Interesting.
Gun ready, sir. They've spotted us. Go ahead and watch it. Shut up and listen to your sarge.
It's arty. Can't tell specifically what it's going on the Fox. Is it?
Enemy spotted.
What the heck? I can't tell. Yeah, it was.
Transportation corps ready. We'll deploy in this position. Second platoon ready, sir.
Oh my god.
Roger. Red 1.
I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. Hi.
I'm calm.
Well done, guys. Andrew, get there.
I'm calm.
Sunray.
I'm
Standing
calm.
by.
I'm calm. I'm calm.
Backwards.
I'm calm.
One more kill.
I'm a very calm individual. I'm just so calm right now. You know, sometimes
Artillery at
my
your
calmness
orders.
amazes even me.
HE loaded.
Where the heck's my bloody
It's formed and ready. Reverse, but keep facing the enemy. Oh, I'm hit.
I'm just so calm.
Unit at your orders.
You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm upset, and then I realise, whoa, I'm actually really calm.
There are two types of pilots: the hunters and the preys. Beware, enemy nearby.
Oh, that's another 2 misses there. I'm calm. I'm calm.
It's hot
I'm
here.
calm.
Waiting
calm.
for fire coordinates. HE.
I'm
10
calm.
degrees up. Fire by order.
He's going on the
Go
tank.
back slowly. Recon unit at your orders. Roger. Search and destroy. Yes, sir. Platoon formed and ready.
I'm calm.
Beware. Enemy nearby. That's your orders, Captain. Let's go. Yes, Captain? HE, 10 degrees up. Fire by order. Move. Waiting for instructions.
Yeah, bro! Where could you... I'm calm. I'm just so calm. Whoa. I'm just so relaxed right now. I'm just so relaxed. It's incredible how relaxed I am.
Beware. Enemy nearby. Another one bites the dust. We stop here. Medic! Yes, sir. That's an honor to serve under your command.
He went for the javelin. Oh my god. Right, so now we need to try and outrange his superior tanks with our strikers.
Let's go. Watch out. And no. Yes, Captain?
Did I ever tell you how calm I am?
Listening, Captain. Affirmative.
It may come as a surprise, but I'm actually a very calm person.
We'll deploy in this position. If the enemy's in range, so are we. We're short on ammo. It always comes. No. Good job, gunner. It's hot here. Go back.
Don't worry, we've got some AA up now. Oh, I did something. I'm so happy.
Enemy right up. Let's go. Second platoon, let's go. Load smoke rounds. One less.
Hang on. Well, the order doesn't even
We're
update.
rolling.
Don't worry though. It's my fault. I'm getting
Ready to
getting it
fire.
all mixed up now. It's my fault that that's happening.
Damn, that was close. Enemy at 3 o'clock. High. Reverse, but keep facing the enemy. Make the 5 ready. Just get me out of here.
Please hit him.
Orders, Captain.
Please stop missing him. Look, he's sending something over
We've
here.
got him. Enemy spotted. Platoon form. We have orders, boys. Loud and clear. Beware. I have a bad feeling.
There he is, Mr. Invisible.
Need some extra firepower. Captain? Waiting for instructions. Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over.
Sometimes my calmness, it amazes even me. I'm just like, whoa, how is this guy so calm in the face of such nonsense, you know? He just manages to stay so calm. It's really impressive. Whoa, I wish I was as cool as him.
Over. Be there soon.
Do you know what I mean? You probably do.
Backwards. Ready to fire, sir. We stop here. Enemy at 3 o'clock. High. I am
Lovely.
Pull back, driver. Damn it, son. This war will be over by Christmas. Well done, guys. It always comes to match formation. Move out. Well done. Blue leader to Sunray. I am listening. Beware. Medic!
He's still there.
Deploying.
It's incredible.
Glad to get a ride. Yes, sir.
Oh wow, just heard. Oh yeah, I got a hull breach crit. It makes the funny sound that, you know, just does it.
Let's move quickly.
Right, so here's a big air wave. Oh, this is why we bought all the AA first, you see.
Ready. Stop. One more. Mayday! Mayday!
They got me anyway. Okay.
I'll report to you when I get there. Target down.
Anyway, I think we got them all.
Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over.
Orders that you shoot on sight.
That was sort of the idea, because we knew he was going to do that, and there's a limit to how much we can really do about. What?
Brace yourself. I am listening, Captain.
Ow.
Bring us there. Enemy spotted.
Right, so now he's. Oh, this is dead probably.
One left. Yes, sir.
Just gonna go jump in there and shoot this. So if we can't kill him.
Second platoon. Ready, sir. That's an honor to serve under your command.
Oh, it said I was in the smoke. Oh, okay, it was this guy that got me. Okay. So where is that? There, is it?
Adjusting fire. We'll deploy at this position. Baker 5 ready.
Where's the next one?
Andrew, get there.
I did have it. Oh yeah, he bombed it. I remember now. Here's his counter-attack.
Enemy spotted. One less enemy. We can't take it anymore. Ah, I'm hit. Radio check. Red 1-6. Over.
Move cautiously.
Blue leader to Sunray. I'm listening.
Oh, well, he's got SAS there, so that's not gonna work, right?
Getting target neutralized. Yes, sir. They've spotted us. Need some extra firepower.
I need a CV.
My engine is on fire. Artillery at your orders.
Because he can only do
Smoke
that
rounds.
a couple more
Enemy at
times.
3 o'clock. Hi. Yes, Captain.
Let's hope there won't be any enemy air defense.
Somebody call for a cab. Gun ready, sir.
Which building was it? I couldn't tell.
Enemy spotted. Second put. Get ready to engage. Bandits ahead. Ready to engage. Red 1, ready. Alright, sweethearts. What are you waiting for?
Oh, it just evac'd. It just ran out of ammo. Did he get the rounds off?
One less enemy.
Well, we got him, so that was fortunate at least. But yeah, it was a bit unfortunate with that evac there.
Waiting for instructions. Medic! Platoon formed and ready. Ready to pound them, sir. Beware. Battery. Target. Stonk. Do you have a target, Captain? Load smoke rounds. Bring in the guns there, sir. Andrew, get there!
I love it when my enemy sits there
Do you have a target,
with his
Captain?
shite internet.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. Hi. If the enemy's in range, so are we. Ready to blow some tank backwards. We have orders. We can't take it anymore.
The sky is ours. Enemy at 3 o'clock. Hi.
It's out of fuel.
One
Right, here we
less
go.
enemy. Waiting for instructions. Just get me out of here. Let's go and watch out for
He's
the
just gonna
race.
land those on top of me, apparently. I
Match
missed.
formation.
I had one chance at
Move
stopping
out.
that, and I
We've
missed.
got 'em.
Oh.
Bring us there, taxi. Enemy at 3 o'clock. Hi.
And that's gonna make it out, because I can't kill it.
My stuff and I are ready, sir. Just get me out of here. That's an honor to serve under your command. Waiting for instructions.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. Hi.
Ready for trophy hunting. Let's go and watch out.
Now he's gonna run this back in. Shoot me with that.
Medic!
Oh, he's running away, actually. That's interesting.
Well done, guys. Platoon formed and ready. Pull back, driver. Ah, I'm hit.
Once he takes this, it gets very, very difficult for us.
Yes, Captain. Second platoon, let's go. Pull back, driver. What are your orders, sir? Just get me
Let's
out
start
of here.
rotating some of this trash around.
My pleasure, sir.
So all he's got to do is just spam out warriors, right? Whereas we actually have to play the game.
Tail rotor
Makes things very difficult. Oh, he's gonna get that.
The sky
Shame.
is ours.
That's an honor to serve under your command.
I know there's an SAS in there or something.
We got him under.
Bit of a
Any
weird
update?
one.
Backwards.
Oof.
Go back slowly. Fire and maneuver.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. High.
Transportation corps, move. We're awaited.
Oh. Well, how did it die?
Andrew, get
Who
there.
knows?
Down in flames.
Send in the next one.
Heat control.
Gosh, what a painful
I'm
game.
aware. Enemy nearby. Just get me out of here. Platoon. Medic! Platoon formed and ready.
Oh, okay, so he just ran that in and I didn't see it.
You have orders, Captain?
It's fair enough, I suppose.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. High.
That's an honor to serve under your command. Hit! Ready to transport.
It's annoying, I'm pressing the buttons, but it's not actually doing anything because of the lag.
This all ammo spent. Somebody call. Copy, sir.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. High.
Go, no. We can't go any farther. Weapons free, lads. It's hostile out here. Ready to transport.
Enemy at 3. Where do you need us, sir?
Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over. Yes, Captain. Medic! Okay, let's go.
I'm running out of CVs. I'm running out of CVs I can afford.
Ready. Back up! Back up!
Enemy at 3 o'clock. High.
Move, but be ready to shoot.
I assume that's still there because he's tried to repair it.
Need a raid? I have a bad feeling. Adjusting fire.
Enemy at 3 o'clock.
Need some extra firepower.
He's going for this again.
Jones, get down!
I think he could see it. Yeah, I think he could see it. No, it's not. No, he could not see it.
You have a target cannon. Smoke rounds. Bring in the guns there, sir.
Platoon formed and ready.
Enemy
Tank ready. We'll find them, and then we'll kill them. I am listening, Captain. We'll go out. Backwards! This is a story we'll tell your grandchildren.
Routed. It's not what we like to see.
What are your
This can
orders,
shoot
sir?
again.
Move, but watch our flanks. Let's go. Medic! If the enemy's in range, so are we.
We're over the 100-point threshold now.
Enemy
What it's
spotted.
worth.
Waiting for instructions. Damn, that was close. Get ready to engage. I am listening, Captain. Enemy right up. Get in formation.
Blimey, what an uphill struggle.
Well done, guys. Yes, Captain. Combat speed, driver.
We need to start buying the
Target
jets,
neutralized.
because look at that.
Somebody call for a cab. We've used up all our ammo, sir. Ah, I'm hit.
It always comes down to the
I
infantry.
understand how he could see that.
Assault formation on me.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. High.
Second platoon, ready, sir.
I mean, he's literally just walking towards me. What?
One left. You have a target. Andrew, get there.
Brace yourself. We're flying in.
We have orders, boys.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. High.
There's some skill right there.
Stop. Yes, sir. Load smoke round, ringing the guns there, sir. At your orders. Medic!
Blue leader to Sunray. I'm listening.
Beware. Enemy nearby.
Come on, lads. He says to no one in particular.
Pound them, sir. Tank ready.
Alright, he's trying this again.
I am listening, Captain. Beware. Enemy nearby. I'm all Andrew, get there! Match formation. Move out. Waiting for instructions.
So I'll sell you at this point.
Shut up and listen to your
Not sure
side.
what's going on around there.
Beware.
I think we're winning.
Get me out of here.
I know it's like a very long and drawn out kind of winning, but
Agent. Oh, I'm hit.
I think we're winning.
Ready, sir. Watch out for the enemy.
Blue leader to Sunray. I'm listening. Enemy at 3 o'clock. High.
We've got him.
Some more of these. Oh, I could use another rapier actually. Whoa,
Ready to pound them, sir.
getting somewhere I think.
We've used up all our ammo, sir. Load smoke rounds.
I'm going to assume the CV was there, given that. I mean, at the very least, he's retreating
It's
it.
hot here. I'm all ears.
So yeah, he messed up his forward deployment, and then we just sort of sat here, used the strikers in the open. The helicopters are a pain, of
We
course,
have a
but
target, Captain.
you know, it's not the end of the world. That's going to land right
Adjusting
there.
Fire. Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over.
I lost a row more.
Ready to supply.
I need to deal with that. It was this building, right?
HE. 10 degrees up. Fire by order.
Some more recon over
Fire
here.
is hot.
Oof.
Let's fly.
Engage on side. What are your orders, sir?
You over there? And yeah, he's gone light on the artillery, and in a sort of a drawn-out game like this, and yeah, we clearly didn't get the CV. Oh, okay.
Tank ready.
That smoke, he's coming in over here. He's going to smoke his way in over here. It's just it hasn't spawned yet because of how wonderful his internet is.
Enemy sighted. Target neutralized. That's an honor. Let's go and watch out for the
So
race.
those chieftains that I sent over here, that was a bit silly of me. Where are my hell arms?
Checklist completed. Ready to go.
Come on, I broke
This is
LOS
Red
there.
2. Enemy spotted.
Alright. It's the lag, isn't it? It's the lag. So yeah, I should have seen this coming really. It was kind of dumb of me. Obviously this was going to happen.
Engine is running. We're waiting.
This man has one
Let's
round.
go and watch out for the race. What are your orders, sir? Enemy spotted. Gun ready. Platoon is formed and ready.
This just
Go,
keeps happening.
no. Ready to fire, sir. Cut the engine. We're waiting here.
So here he comes.
Bandits ahead. Target neutralized. Keep control. Just get me out of here.
Right, well he's messed that up, hasn't he? He's messed that up big time. Wow.
Ready to
Sadly we're messing up a bit by missing, but you know,
one more kill.
we'll get him eventually.
Down items
That is
ready.
perfect.
Just give me a target.
Break it behind.
And we saved our
Highway
planes
is
for
here.
exactly an eventuality
Get shot
such
up.
as this.
Bullseye.
Squadron ready.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
They've spotted us.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. High.
Winchester.
Damn it. Artillery in. I'm out. HE, 10 degrees up. Fire by order. Bring us there, taxi.
All right, sweethearts.
Where do you need us, sir?
Medic!
Red 1.
Right, lads, quit showing off. Oh, we need to rotate some guys. It's just, man, this div's so slow. It takes so long to do.
Yes, sir. One last rescue.
Medic!
All ammo spent. One less enemy.
Platoon formed and ready.
We'll deploy at this position. Engine is running. We're waiting.
I got a hit!
There's a tractor up here.
Gun ready, sir.
Jones, get down!
Load smoke rounds. Is there something you want stomped out there? One less enemy. We go. No.
Enemy at 3 o'clock. High.
Need a ray. Andrew, get there.
I should have smoked first.
Full reverse. No.
I need a tank, CV, in there. He's just going to run a
Checklist
CV in.
completed. Ready to go. Enemy at 3 o'clock.
Hello.
Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over.
We can't take it anymore.
Probably could have predicted that one, to tell you the truth. Come on, rotation, boys.
Medic!
In your own time, they might show up before the game ends in 7 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure it's safe there?
Yes, Captain. This is Red 2. Enemy spotted. Another one bites the dust. Medic!
GG. So now you'll know it was me. We always lag when we play against each other. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that was an interesting game. As you can see, my rank has been going down the more I play this wonderful div. 100% win rate. Wow. That's crazy. I wonder what div he's been playing every time. Anyway, I do have a lot more games than him. And because he's just started playing ranked this season, clearly he must have taken a break or something. His rank's low, even though he's got 100% win. Well, he had 100% win rate. That will be a whatever 13 out of 14 win rate. But yeah, basically he messed up his forward deployment at the start. It was lagging, but it's not useful for me either. Like, look at that, just losing all those SAS, losing 3 SAS. We basically knew exactly what he was going to do. And, oh, he actually did have the same thing as me. He just didn't use them very much. Oh, I killed it. I'm not sure how I managed that. It must have been when I fired that little... When was that? 17 minutes? Well, let's just watch it. I might as well just check it out. 17 minutes in. Interesting. I do wonder if that actually counts the deployment time. I don't think it does. So it's 17 minutes plus deployment. So yeah, he spread his SAS out too much, and frankly his attack into Foxtrot was atrocious. He just sort of sprinted across the road and I shot him. So don't do that. If he'd opened Hell Arm, that would have been very useful. Also, if he'd, you know... Not like, these shouldn't have come this way, really. You notice this one, actually... This one, if it had gone down here, would have got in, but... Yeah. he needed a hell arm because of the foxes, right? Anyway, so I focused the SAS because I figured whatever, but it kept target switching. Because you'll see here that like once he gets low, they double aim, and that's because they were gonna shoot something else. They were gonna shoot the Saxon. So yeah, these javelins, I mean, we do what we can. Then he bought a bomber on the first tick. It got a lot of foxes. I shouldn't have blobbed them like that. I mean, it was just dumb. But yeah, all this stuff here died. Losing 2 foxes, not great, but now he's here with 1 air mobile. And, you know, sure, he got all the CVs, but, like, no smoke cover. Like, he needed a Rover Milan in here, shoot down there. He did take this, but yeah, so it's, it was a very disrespectful attack, basically. He just expected me to not try and do anything about that. Because I did the obvious thing, and I think him buying the plane was a bad idea, because now look how far behind he is on stuff, and then he switches into mech spam, which is fair enough, but if he'd, I don't know, really. I think a bit of smoke. But in general, I think it was kind of a bad idea what he did there. He could have used his forward deployment to get down here and take this. He did try and take this, which was smart. But then, I mean, at this point, the game is basically over unless something really wild happens. Because, yeah, sure, his div, it's got challenges, it's got worries, I don't get those. He's got, you know, similar planes to me. My planes are actually pretty good. It's just the slot costs are very pricey, and I don't get Harriers, but he's not using those. And that didn't die because this took too long, so that was a misplay from me. I should have bought a fighter, really, instead of this. Buying that. That could have been a fighter and a supply, and the fighter would have saved me. And then buy this later. But I think I had the right idea, which was, okay, he's not, you know, I've pushed him back here. And I always say, well, you got to counterattack as fast as possible. Well, if you're a wonderful division, I don't recommend it. So, I just kept reinforcing it. I bought the RT and I figured this is just going to be a long game. And, you know, I can't remember if his div gets strikers. It might not do, actually. But, yeah, I'm the only one with the 2625 on the ground. Or whatever it is, 2650. 2625. It is very poor accuracy, but it outranges the challengers, which are slow. And you know, the same thing could happen to me if somebody bought it versus me, and my chieftains are even slower than the challengers. But yeah, from this point, I mean, I don't know what he was doing, really. It should have just been grindy mode, right? Switch into grindy mode. He could have pushed this a little bit up. I mean, he did try it later, but he could have pushed a little bit up. He could have taken this, for example. But yeah, you should have focused on the attrition. So basically fighting here means you get side shot here. So you fight here, which means you get side shot here. But if I control this, I can attack from here to here. And yeah, he can shoot me from these buildings, but there's not actually like a position here that he can side shot me. He's just going to be shooting me from here. And these angles were kind of annoying. Especially because I don't have ground surveillance radar or any of that. But yeah, so I made sure that he couldn't sneak around me here. And then, you know, I couldn't tell which building he was in, but I should have guessed it was this one. He wasn't. Yeah, I guessed that one. He wasn't actually in it, so that's smart from him. And yeah, so over here we're trying to fight over here. I did miss my hit on that. Thankfully that didn't side shot me, and then these missed the first two and hit the second two. So, 55% accuracy coming in there. I mean, once they fired, he should have just ran away really, because he wasn't killing this regardless, unless it was a side shot. Cause it's got 12 armor, so it can survive a TOW 2 hit, and that's just a TOW 1, an ITOW hit. 20 AP, 6 armor, 1 shot. So side armor, it would have killed me. But they weren't correctly synced up. Like, so I did turn into it. I don't know if it would have counted. I mean, it was kind of laggy. But yeah, and then it's just like, well, okay, I guess that... Because I saw these land, and I was like, well, he will have put the infantry in here. So I was pretty much bang on there. But, you know, with the dispersion and everything, I don't think I got any kills, but I definitely did a lot of damage. And now he's got to heal... Well, yeah, a lot of damage. Now he's got to heal that. And it's a case of, well, he's going to sit here, I'm going to attack. I do get more mechanized things than him. I mean, obviously the warriors are better, the challengers are better. But I do get a lot more, I have deeper, I have more trash, basically. And then, so this is the how you attack in Warno. You literally run the infantry forwards ahead of the vehicles, because unlike in Broken Arrow, if you die in a transport, everybody dies, so there's no point trying to get there fast. Transport's just not very survivable or anything like that. So that guy, I mean, we shot him 3 times or 4 times, he took no damage. I guess we're bad. And yeah, I could have put a ferret here. Then I had to come back because of the rockets, the Lynx rockets. These, he kind of, like, he got my javelin missed, and then it, you know, died to the Lynx rockets, which is, yeah, Gazelle rockets is par for the course, really. But I guess I should have put 2 there. Then yeah, he did have some arty. We had some arty as well. I kept thinking he was in here, but it turns out this cannot be destroyed, I guess, because we really did hammer it, and it was still there. Maybe it can't be destroyed, or maybe it requires just a lot of HE. Anyway, he's only got 1 RTP, so we've got 2. I've got my CV next to mine, so I'm firing, you know, more than 3 times. Well, okay, about 3 times the shots. Then anyway, we saw these land because of like some recon we had around here. It might have been this or something. So we got those, and that's just a nice freebie. We know it's going to be a 40-minute game, so trades matter. He can't really sit in these buildings because of all this, which is why it's there. The only problem is I can't get in the zone because of all the challenges and the Lynx rockets and the warriors, and you know, Brit Bong AA is pretty bad. So when it's Bong versus Bong, it's very difficult to deal with. So yeah, as you can see, we hit, but we don't really kill it. It's kind of hard to like figure out which one to smoke. Thankfully that one missed, and then my javelins actually started hitting him. Like, we've got a lot of AA up here now, and yeah, so yeah, then I switch into smoke, right? So you don't want to smoke here when you haven't cleared these buildings, because they run into the smoke, which is what he ended up doing, actually. Anyway, so we kept seeing things, like, over here. Because of this, we kept seeing things over here. So we knew something was happening over there, so I put a little bit there. But I just kept... I really wanted to attack here. I suppose I overdid it a bit, but... Anyway, so these guys, they were really hard to deal with. I should have got an 8-man squad, because I have a ferret here, I just sort of forgot. It's kind of hard to micro all this crap. Especially on the attack. All these ATG, like, I'm trying to figure out which one to smoke here, and this is not immediately obvious. Anyway, so we get the CV in, and yeah, we start losing javelins to challengers, which you'd expect, really. He gets a lot of challenges. I think I smoked this. Okay, I just told it to back, which was okay, a bit silly of me. Then we lose some javelins here. I get hull breached. It makes like a double sound effect. Here we go. So we knew this was going to happen, which is why all the dark fires were here, and the javelins were mainly for the helicopters, but and the track rapier was mainly for the helicopters, but they also shoot the planes, so that's why we've got 3 dark fires here. This Bong's strongest AA piece, because we know that he can only do this so many times, and we've got fighters out, so, like, I mean, that's it now, really. I think he's got 1 more Jaguar HE bomber, and 1 more Jaguar cluster, and 1 more fighter. So he can do that. Okay, so he can do that entire thing once more. And yeah, this was a problem, because I really wanted to get my tanks to here, because once they're here, you can shoot across this line, and they can't keep reinforcing this, and the challengers would have to expose themselves to this stuff to shoot. But he had this SAS in here, and I wasn't sure about it. It ended up like not being there by the time I eventually got somebody there. Then I was putting stuff here, because I saw him doing stuff over here. I could have repaired these, really. I had the supply to do so, and then that ends up being a problem later. Anyway, so I missed it. I don't know, I guess I was going for the Puma, or I just saw a unit there. I've got no idea. They weren't on automatic counter battery. Maybe I really was trying to focus the artillery. Anyway, we got it, which is huge, because this is an arty party, and we've definitely got the advantage now. I mean, look, they're at 2 there. They come at 1 vet by default, but every 60 seconds, every 65 seconds, they're gonna shoot 3 rounds. Like, they're not as good as the M110s, but he gets these as well. It's the same, so sort of match there. Like, they really, basically, they've got the reload, they've got the salvo length and the reload time of a 203mm, but they've got the HE of a of a 175mm. So they're just a very uncomfortable compromise. Anyway, so it takes him a long time to clear this out. I suppose he should have had some guys here shooting, but then these would have shot him, and we got hell arms here, so it's not immediately obvious how to do that. What I would say is that he should have taken this, instead of just running at me, taken this. But also, you know, he could have pressured here, and then that would mess this attack up, whereas these two are sort of happening in isolation. I don't know, I mean, it makes sense for him to attack here, I guess, but he needs artillery preparation to deal with the Milans and so on, but he's not got that because it died. And it's only one piece anyway. Then that evac, but because it ran out of fuel, but it actually did hit him, so that's really fortunate actually. And so he didn't get the bombs off there. Even if he did, he would have killed one of these three probably. And they all end up dying anyway. But it's about buying time. So yeah, we keep trying to get things in here, but as soon as we come up here, we get shot. So we really did need to clear this out a lot earlier with the Terriers and so on. Like, these two Terriers could have just come up here and shot this guy, and 2v1 we might have won. Obviously he's on the side where I can't really help, whereas his stuff would be able to help, so that's why it took so long to clear this out, basically. I could have microed a bit better here, right? I'm losing stuff, but I'm just trying to buy time for the reinforcements to show up. And, you know, to artillery. So I thought there was a guy in here, but there wasn't, and so this was a wasted volley, I suppose. Yeah. And then we get this back in. And yeah, this is taking hits. I believe I run it away. Yeah. So send out the Phantom to try and stop, because I thought these, because if these had come straight in here, he would have taken it. If they'd just come straight in here, he would have taken it, but he didn't take the risk, which is fair enough, really. But he could have, like, you know, used this one first because it's empty, and sent these in behind it. He could have landed them right here, and once he gets to here, it's just very difficult for me. Once he gets to here, it's very difficult for me as well because he can put something up there. And yeah, so he's cycling his infantry, trying to get in here, right, trying to kill this guy, and sadly I'm not there. So we try and use the track rapier to get the FI. This one-shots those because it deals 6 damage and they've got 6 HP. We try and stop this man, but we just weren't fast enough, really. I should have had more guys there, but, you know, with everything that was going on. So yeah, we do lose that, and that's before we get enough. So between these, mine just does better for some reason. I don't know, that's just luck, really. Either way, they both would have routed each other because of the amount of missiles fired and so on, so it would have got rid of him at least. But yeah, me killing his is quite fortunate. We do have a bit of AA here, but I'm not sure it contributed much. These keep dying to this, which I saw happen before, but I should have done something about it, really. He's got his own stuff, but, like, I mean, he's not smoking here or anything. Like, he should have smoked this off, right? If he smoked all this, smoked here, then he can run across this field, and I can only shoot him from this side. But instead, I'm shooting him from 3 positions, and he's just walking into me. So, you know, it doesn't make sense, really. Anyway, we figured it was, like, back here somewhere, but the first time I tried to shoot it, it didn't work. Anyway, so we saw him, like, repairing here, so we got him, or at least we got the, yeah, we got him. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, there are 2 of them on its corrected shot. And yeah, we got the supply as well, so that's a pretty big kill. And now we're free to just keep smacking this. I mean, I didn't want to use my planes. I was saving my planes, and they came in handy at the end there. Because this div, I mean, the planes are nice, but they've got no seed, and they're very expensive, and, you know, you can buy, like, 10 million Terriers for the same price or whatever. Terriers are, what, 40 points? It's 275. You know, call it 280. You can buy 8, 6, you can buy 6, 7, you can buy 7. What? 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. 7 times 4 is 28. Yeah, you can buy 7 Terriers for the price of one of those planes. Well, I'd rather have the 7 Terriers. and save the planes for when I really need them. And so yeah, we're just focusing the challenges because they're slow, right? And we've got corrected shot. And so unless he reacts straight away, and then he's reversing through a forest, so he does actually get out there, but we're dealing big damage, right? And the infantry, everybody's got infantry. that's for the wombats and so on. But yeah, just on a sheer volume basis, I've just got so much more rubbish than him. And you see that this is here, so it can shoot down there. He never put anybody in here, which is kind of strange. Like, you could have had somebody in here. I assume there would be something in there, which is why I was being so cautious with my rapier. And then anyway, then we... Yeah, so I thought he was in there. But I guess I didn't have corrected shot that time, because the next time I had corrected shot, and I got him. But yeah, we took out the SAS, and I was supposed to see how that happened, and I didn't see it, so that's not very smart. And so we do know he's got smoke mortars. I should have focused those, really, instead of... I was still, like, going for regular targets. I should have just focused the smoke mortars straight away, because they are infantry ones, so it's very difficult to keep alive. So, yeah, I could have sorted that. Anyway, so we did have stuff here, but as soon as we saw these rounds come out, I was like, he's attacking here. So, element of surprise and all that. But, he's got to smoke eventually. Like, at least he's smoking. It makes sense to smoke. So we did have guys here, but honestly, I should have, like, I had a chieftain here, and I moved it. It's this one, and then it ends up getting, like, what? Oh, what could I say? I mean, it's because of the lag, I guess. Yeah, I was too hasty. I could have, sent it back here. But yeah, the chieftain was here. If the chieftain was here, this would all just bam, first one dead. Bam, second one dead. So these guys, they've got a lot of machine guns and so on. But yeah, that dies pretty fast. Anyway, all my planes show up so he really mismicroed his phantoms. He had his back to me, so I sent my 2 out. He sent his 2 out. And he had his back to me, so I just ran into him and killed him. And then I saw the CV in and out of the cover. I mean, I've got recon here, very good optics. And so I send one on the Warrior Milan, and one on the CV. And we get the CV, and we get whatever was with the CV. We saw this, and then I tried to focus that down eventually. But yeah, imagine if I got this motorized scouts up here earlier, and this Milan 2 up here earlier. It took me way too long to sort this out. I was distracted, which is sort of, that's him playing the game, right? That was low, but I couldn't see all this other stuff. And then, he's got no AA, apart from this, which is too far away to do anything. I should have really been shooting these, but instead I was trying to shoot the tracked rapier, which was kind of dumb, really. I should have gone on the mortars, because I don't want to be smoked, because then obviously these can't really do too much, So we got some guys in. We went on the track rapier, and we didn't have corrected shot, so it was a bit silly, really. I should have really been focusing on something a bit more pertinent, like over here, maybe, or those smoke mortars really would have been the play. Hit those smoke mortars. And yeah, oh, we don't have a CV next to them anymore, so they're shooting slower. They haven't upvetted yet either. Yeah, because the CV's over here. It's the last Sultan. And so yeah, these guys, they're gonna die, but they buy enough time for people to get in. So yeah, if you start winning in a zone, start defending, and you're like winning comfortably in a zone. Start defending your side points, and just having good recon helps so much, right? So the recon that I had here showed the stuff coming in, so I knew to prepare. Over here, I did have recon, but it was like there, so I didn't actually see it properly. I was trying to get to this, I was trying to take this, but I didn't really invest enough to do so. And it's just so difficult to keep all this stuff going, right? I mean, should I have moved more from here? But I knew he had loads of stuff here, so I couldn't really do it. There's a lot here not really doing anything, but... Anyway, so we missed that. But from this, we can see this, which is very important. And so now we get corrected shot. And we know exactly where it is, as opposed to guessing. Before I was just guessing. And, yeah, so then we RT that. Not having the CV next to him is kind of sad. I should have swapped out, like, on another chieftain command, but... I didn't. And then, you know, it's much more effective. And he would have had to have moved straight away to survive that, because the first, you know, all the rounds were landing right on him because of the thing. So that puts us on a +2, and then he surrendered. I didn't see another CV back there. It was just like Link's Hell Arms and stuff. So yeah, it was just down to that start. His opener got smacked by 3 foxes, and yeah, and then it was just trying to whittle him down. Takes a long time, but we got there, especially with the arty. I mean, look at that. It's pretty good arty, and the bombers didn't do too badly, right? Anyway, I'll see you around. GG.